Tap in, tap in, tap in. How's it going? Good morning. Okay, so as Divine does, so I execute, right? So I realized I had a few minutes. I figured let's do our Divine Collective reading in the morning. I am in the perfect headspace for it. I just finished cleansing for my day, and I just wanted to go ahead and like pull some cards for our Divine Collective, just to see what we should be expecting today, right? I realized that the way that I was doing these readings, I kind of want to like bring it to a center. So basically, what I do here is that we're all healing, we're all evolving together. These messages will resonate for you, whether it could be in the past, it could be currently, or it could be in the future. So if you hear a prediction, guys, just know that it could be resonated for you, and if not, it's not. But definitely, you will know. Okay. So here at Rika Knows, we're just gonna get into the healing of it all, right? Today, one of the biggest things that the crystals that the divine wants me to point out is the amethyst. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on the truth and mostly just living in our best light. So whenever I did pull the cards for our collective, I did get Raven's Head. I also got Chaos and Androgen. And I love this card because every time it comes up, it's just so beautiful. But anyway, so with this, the divine message for today is that you are going to be receiving a message from someone, or you already have received this message from someone that is honestly their truth, right? It is going to be a truth so vivid that it is going to give you this type of emotional awareness about where you want to put your commitment moving forward. I feel like the collective that I'm talking to with the Raven's Head, you are being given something in the most weirdest way, because you see that this is a pearl coming from the bird. But when you see like a raven outside, you think maybe something is dead, or you might run away because you're like, oh, it's a bird. Like I'm not with it. But Spirit is saying that this blessing is being brought to you in the most different way, and the way that I know this is because of chaos. And it is at the center of the reading. So whoever I'm talking to at this point, you are definitely feeling it like, I want to say unknown, or you don't know what's next, right? So you're having this moment of feeling like just lost. And it's always in the lost, guys, that we find out who our most genuine self is, but also being able to feel who you are in that moment. So are you happy? Are you satisfied? What things would you need in your life to kind of help you to be at that peaceful moment where even if you don't know what's happening around you, you can say, you know what? I'm still enjoying this lifetime, this lifespan. So with the androgen, we also have just this kind of feeling of learning both sides of yourself. Hold on. Oop, that's an alarm. We have this feeling of knowing both sides of yourself. So, sorry guys, that whole alarm just threw me off. Okay, but I'm already caught up, so yay. There's just this feeling here of someone who is needing to recognize that in the dark, and no matter how you feel, because I could be talking to someone who feels like they're alone or they don't have too many friends. You could be going through this center, guys. I remember it was probably like maybe last year, where I was going through this awkward moment where it was like I had people around me, but not people who I wanted to call, because I felt like I was going through some type of transformation by myself. And I feel like this is who I'm talking to at this time. It's like maybe you don't talk to your friends the same way that you used to anymore. Maybe you might find that you are becoming your source of like wisdom, and not only wisdom, but just like comfort. And so Spirit is telling you that they're placing you in this moment because they really want you to be centered in who you are. Because the next set of soul family that you're about to find is really going to flourish based off of you being yourself and being certain of your worth. So Spirit is saying that even though you might feel lost, or that maybe you might be changing, there's something here about you being told different things that are going to help you benefit your life, whether it be a change in diet, whether it be some form of exercise. Someone here could also start reading as well, something less TV, something here about just self-improvement. And it's like one of those things where maybe your old friends might have been okay with it, or it might have been habits that you had from a previous job. And Spirit is really hoping that you get into this place of the void where there's nothing there, so you are able to cultivate what type of energy you want to flourish around you. It's really beautiful. I did ask Spirit, first of all, before I got onto the live, to clarify the Raven's Head, and they gave me this Page of Cups. And that's how I knew that you were being brought this wish fulfillment. But the way that it was coming to you was coming to you after you had been drugged through the mud, and already like kind of what you feel like is at your lowest, or not even your lowest, but just your lowest right now, right? So we have you looking here, waiting, wanting some type of needing some type of confidence, waiting for some type of confirmation. Maybe it could be a job. Maybe you're searching for a job at this time. Spirit is definitely saying that delays that have been coming to you around money is also going to be solved in the near future. But there's ash here at the bottom of the deck, which lets me know that you are going through some form of rebirth. So just continue to give yourself love in this matter, okay? Continue to believe that what is around you is going to cultivate the energy that you need moving forward. It's funny because I'm clarifying chaos as I talk to you guys, but it's funny because I was just thinking to myself, like, hey, Rika, you should start to uh, learn new words again and kind of like expand your vocabulary, because I wanted to stop using words like, and I wanted to be able to just have more eye-opening conversations, right? So that could be something that you're also thinking of. So boom, in chaos we have the Seven of Wands to clarify, which means that you will be able to overcome this frustration. You are in a moment of just kind of like what feels like you were stagnant before. The difference between when you were stagnant before and the difference that you are now, and this is how you'll know if this message resonates with you, is that when you were stagnant before, you had no plan. You didn't recognize that you were stagnant. At this point, who you are right now in this center, you are aware of what your next steps might be, or what you should do. Maybe that is involving enrolling into whatever it is. I see somebody here might be involved in boxing. What I see here is that there is going to be some communication of wish fulfillment. It's like whatever you ask the universe for at this time is going to be coming. So if you ask for an approval of a job or a network, or if you ask for an approval of, like, I don't know, something simple like a gym membership, or maybe your kids getting into gymnastics. I don't know why that's so clear for me right now. But either way, something that is wish fulfilling is coming to you. But it took the Seven of Wands to get to the Eight of Wands for this communication to come, right? So even if you're feeling frustrated, even if I feel like I'm talking to somebody who feels like you have people who are watching you, and so you feel like you might have to watch over your back right now with the Page of Swords. You might also be trying to spy and feel like maybe you're not making the right decision. But Spirit is saying trust yourself, because good is coming towards you right now. Not good, but mostly just wish fulfillment and what that means for you, because one thing that the divine collective is going through is unlearning a lot of the habits that we have from our younger years, right? And with unlearning, we are beginning to get rid of rules or regulations that we had in our life before that came from other people, whether it be your parents. Your parents are like, hey, make sure you do this so that way this can be done. Or, your siblings, you're like, oh, I'm my brother's keeper, so I'm not going to go out past 7 o'clock because I know that this person, if they go out past 7 o'clock, they're going to be really drunk and I don't know how to deal with it. Spirit is removing those things from you and those limitations, because it's like it's stopping you from living in your truest north, or truest light, right? So you're gonna be battling right now with communication, with talking to people. If you feel like as if you're explaining yourself, don't be shocked if you want to walk away, or if you feel as if you just don't want to listen. That's what I'm saying. Or like you just want to be somewhere else. Be somewhere else. You have no obligation to anyone at this time. Now with the androgen, what I really love is that it makes me think about the coming together of something brand new, right? But also I feel like this is the coming together of yourself. Because when we talk about within our bodies, we have the masculine side and then we have the feminine side. And a lot of times relationships don't work when you have a feminine who is more in her masculine, or you have a masculine who is more in his masculine, where he doesn't understand emotional or his own intuition, which he would need to tap into to be feminine. Now when you are a whole rounded individual living your human experience, you recognize that you have both the male and the feminine side. That's why guys have XY and women have XX, or whatever that is. So with that being said, You are both. You are both female and masculine, right? So this right here is the combination of self, learning how to be logical and practical while also fulfilling your like, while fulfilling your wishes, right? So you're going to be saying, hey, you know what? Maybe you prefer a job where you help people. You're going to be doing what? Moving towards it. You see how that came out? Because right now I am basically giving an intuitive message, and the cards are just here so that way you guys can see it and I guess kind of like more so understand the story, but this is just how it works. So you're moving into this energy of healing yourself, recognizing the trauma that was placed in your life from other people, and then kind of cultivating that energy from being trauma into something that will make you happy, or will make you grateful, will make you to be more appreciative. I'm hearing gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. So whoever I'm speaking to, you're going to get to a point where your logical actions is actually going to be equivalent to what your emotional needs are. And once you get there, this feeling of being lost, you won't even care if you're lost anymore. Because what I feel like is that you're still going to be in the same like environment, I would say, but spirit is recognizing that you'll be more comfortable in it. And that is a really good thing, because in that comfort you'll get the lesson. And I feel like the lesson, what do you have to say about this lesson? The lesson is about being patient. It's temperance. The lesson is about learning how to just be trusting in the divine, trusting that you know, someone here could be facing some type of money restrictions, and spirit is just trying to see what you do in that moment. Are you going to go back and, you know, revert to things that would make you fast money, or are you going to go back to those same groups that are spying on you and made you feel the way that you felt before? Or are you going to learn how to cultivate all your good that you have within yourself, all your talents, and find something that really resonates with you? Because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're looking for purpose. You're looking for understanding. You're looking to be welcomed. You're looking for someone or a place that makes you feel worthy. And you are worthy. And Spirit is saying that you're worthy just because you are here. Like, you have this lifespan to be able to make whatever choices that you choose. And Spirit is saying, like, they want you oh so bad to go ahead and make the right choice. At the beginning, I had the Drowned King, which is like where I got the image that, let's say for instance, you are a king on land. You've been this person who've been on land, and you're just like running shit, and then the people who are around you hated on you, and so they tried to drag you down. So they took you to the bottom of the ocean, but they didn't know that you had gills. They didn't know that you would survive. They didn't know that you would also be the king of underwater. So I want you to realize that no matter where your environment is, or even if you feel like you're in a moment of the unknown, understand that who you are can 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 morph or move into someone who can still handle the environment that you are in wherever you go to. So continue to allow yourself to expand. Continue to allow yourself to figure out what's best for you, and without the advice of other people. Once again, the amethyst is here, so that's all about trusting your inner truth. I really did like the way that this reading went. I wish that I had more cards around me, but I really had took my tarot bag out of here. I do have obviously more decks around. Um, I want to just leave you guys with a good message before I go ahead and start my day for real. So we're gonna use a Namaste deck, guys, just because I want Spirit to kind of give you a calming message for today. We've been going at this for like 13 minutes already, so that's super exciting. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. What is your message? We got two. Blessing from the light. You are dearly loved, more than you could possibly imagine, and you are never alone. The universe of light and love surrounds you and showers you with blessings that ebb and flow in your heart. I love that, because they really want you to know that you're not alone. And the next one that we have, and I feel like is almost the most important, is the blessing of letting go. Free yourself from negative entanglements by letting go of emotional ties, beliefs, and outdated ways of thinking that no longer serves you. You have the power. That which you let go will transform into an endless blessing. Yo, That's it, guys. That is our collective reading for today. Way to bring that all in together about just letting go of the things that no longer resonate for you in your life, understanding that you're not alone, even when you feel like in this moment where you don't know what's going to happen next. Trust in the divine because they really want you to center yourself and recognize that you have everything you need. You don't need someone to pour into you, to give you love. You do have people who pour into you. You have life every single day. You wake up, you're moving. So just make sure that you are giving back to the right places. I'm hearing that someone here has a habit in your love relationships of getting with people who are not on your level. It's because you can resonate with where you began at one point in your life or something that you might have seen that was terrible before. So you're one of those people who are cool with humble beginnings. But Spirit is saying that if you really want to give back, don't do it in your love life. Do it by going to a soup kitchen. Do it by donating old clothes. Do it by donating to, I don't know, some type of Boys and Girls Club, reading to kids or something like that. But Spirit is saying, do not um, donate in your relationships, in your love life. So continue to receive this blessing from emotional upheaval, for real. And until next time, guys, it's Rika Knows. Stay peaceful and know that you are loved and you are never alone. Peace.